Well, hey there, church. Just wanted to bring to you a short little story that hopefully encourages you today. If you want to go outside and be in nature as you listen to this, or you want to close your eyes, go for it. But if you want to just sit here and stare at the screen, I got you covered. I'm going to put a nice little video background that's very relaxing for you to watch as you listen to this. So here today, we're going to hear the tale of Balaam the prophet, and of the fearful King Barak, and of the talking donkey found in Numbers chapters 23 through 24. Yes, here in the book most well known for the census of the Israelites, a riveting tale of counting people, we find the story of a talking donkey. The Israelites flee the confines of Egyptian tyranny through miraculous signs and wonders, and they wander the wilderness for the next 40 years. But their days are not filled with meaningless walking. No, some of them were consumed in the throes of battle. Each time they prevailed over their enemies, for the Spirit of God was with them. They made quite a name for themselves in the land. And here they camp near the Moabite plains, and it strikes fear in the hearts of the Moabites. Their king, Balak, sends forth for the respected prophet Balaam, saying, "There is a group of people who came from Egypt and who have settled right near me. They cover the land with their numbers. Come quickly and curse for them. There is no other hope that I have of defeating so many of them and driving the rest away. They're too strong. But I know that whomever you bless is blessed, and whomever you curse is cursed." But Balaam seeks the Lord and is told to stay. And Balak again insists. So Balaam again seeks the Lord and is told he may go, but only do as God instructs. So the very next day, Balaam sets a course for Moab on his donkey with his 2 servants. The details are not clear to us, but God became angry with Balaam's actions and sent a divine messenger to block his path. The angel stood before them fierce and mighty, with a sword of battle clasped in his hands. But it wasn't the prophet Balaam that saw the angel of the Lord standing before them, and it wasn't his servants either. No, it was the donkey that saw the eternal messenger standing in the road that day, with its sword drawn and ready. And the donkey did the only sensible thing. It went the other way, veering off the path and taking the confused prophet with it. And anger rose in Balaam, and he struck his donkey to drive it back to the path. But the angel was there too, this time standing in the path between 2 vineyards. The donkey froze, slamming the poor prophet's leg in the vineyard wall. The hard rod, wielded by the hand of the angry rider, came swiftly down on the back of that old donkey. The donkey reared again and fled the messenger of God, but alas, it appeared before them again, where there was no escaping it. The donkey, tired of the fearsome presence before it and the beatings of the prophet, decided to lay down in the middle of the path, with Balaam still atop. How foolish the prophet looked at this point, called by a king to deliver God's curse, and now he can't even control his own donkey. But rather he is jerked to and fro by the whims of a mere animal. Balaam was furious by this point, and he beat the beast with his rod one final time. But God has a sense of humor, for at this moment he gave the donkey the ability to speak and respond to Balaam's cruelty. "What have I done to you that you would hit me 3 times? The donkey said. "Well, you've made me look foolish. If I had had a sword, I'd have killed you by now," shouted Balaam. The donkey responded by saying, "Aren't I the very same donkey you've always ridden? Have I ever been disloyal or hurt you?" "No," responded Balaam. And as the words left his mouth, God opened his eyes to the angel standing before them, with a face like lightning and a sword drawn for battle. The cantankerous prophet fell to the ground with his face in the dirt. And with a voice that shouted like thunder, the messenger of the heavens speaks by saying, "Why were you so hard on your donkey, beating her these 3 times? I came here as an adversary against you, because I do not approve of the direction you're taking. Your donkey did the right thing. She saw me and turned away all 3 times. This very donkey saved your life. Perhaps I would have killed you on the spot and let her live." So Balaam repents and hears the instruction. He goes to Balak and does not curse the Israelites, but instead he blesses them. For he cannot curse what God has already blessed. 3 times he blesses them and then sets his curse on the Moabites. Balaam says to Balak, "Listen up, Balak, and attend to these words. Hear, son of Zippor, what God has to say to you. God is not a man. He doesn't lie. God isn't the son of man to want to take back what he said, or say something and not follow through, or speak and not act on it. Look here, I received a word of blessing, and he has spoken a blessing. I cannot take it back. There is no vision of wrongdoing by Jacob. God has seen no trouble for Israel. The Eternal One abides by them, and the shout of a king is among them. God who leads them out of Egypt, his splendor is like the wild bull. There is no divination against Jacob or enchantment against Israel. Soon people will say of Jacob and Israel, look at what God has accomplished." So what can we learn from the story of the prophet Balaam and his donkey? First off, God can use anything to accomplish his plans and purposes. Yes, even a talking donkey. Second, those things that take us off of the path that we have planned to take, those minor delays and those major detours, can actually be tools in the hands of a mighty God to accomplish something in us, something that can save our souls from death and do some pretty amazing things. Yes, even pandemics and quarantines and government regulations we don't agree with, it can all be used for something that is far better than we can understand. And lastly, God never takes back his blessings, nor can something be cursed that he has blessed. And so just like Israel, we've been blessed by God because of Jesus. And that's something God will never take away. It's ours today, and it's ours forever. So be blessed today, because that is what you are, church. We'll see you soon.